Hi, y'all. My name's Martin. Welcome to our weekly meditation practice that we'll do together. I'm super excited to be offering this to you on a weekly basis. Today, I wanted to focus our guided meditation on this aspect of reality that I find to be very important, but also difficult to grasp, is the reality of impermanence, the fact that things change all the time. Whether we like it or not, things will arise and they will pass away. Things are constantly in flux, whether it's our breath coming in and out of our body, whether it's the sounds that are happening around us or sensations that move in our body as well. But also, seasons change, years go by, cycles of the cosmos rotate through. Change is everywhere all the time. And in this particular experience that we're all sharing right now, feeling, at least for me personally, a heightened sense of uncertainty, I find that meditating on impermanence brings me a sense of appreciation and gratitude for what's actually right here, right now. Because the fact that things will dissolve, will change, for me gives them more preciousness, more beauty, um, more mystery. And I find when I'm meditating and I'm really focusing on these qualities of impermanence on the most minute levels of my experience to the most obvious levels of experience, I start to find this sense of familiarity or comfortability with uncertainty, with change. And the more comfortable you can get with the fact of change, of impermanence, the more you can perhaps grow in appreciation for what's available to us right here, right now. Last week, I talked about equanimity and the importance of bringing equanimity into our practice, which I want us to continue to cultivate that sense of relaxed, calm, clear awareness. But today, even more specifically, aside from being relaxed in our demeanor, in our attitude, and in our body, I want us to notice all the constant changes that are happening within us and around us. And when we notice the fact of impermanence existing in every little microsecond of our lives, we can find perhaps maybe a refuge into the beauty of what's here right now, the preciousness of this human life, the preciousness of this very day. And in your meditation, maybe you can feel that firsthand, the sense that each breath, each moment, each sensation, each sound you hear, each experience that comes across or comes through you is precious. And I find with that preciousness, perhaps there comes more of a lightness of being, more of an ability to accept the reality of uncertainty, to accept the reality of impermanence, and so then we can be more effective in the way that we flow and move through life. So to begin our practice, I want you to sit nice and comfortably. So you can sit cross-legged. You can sit in a chair with your feet firmly planted. Even if it's not available for you to sit, for whatever reason, you can lay on your back as well. But if you're able to sit, I'd recommend sitting. And make sure you're nice and supported, so gather whatever cushions or blankets that you need and be nice and upright in your posture. You can place your hands on top of your knees, or you can clasp them together, place them in your lap, take any mudra that you find most fitting for you today. And then first, before we begin the guided meditation, let's just roll our shoulders up to our ears with a big inhale. And an exhale aside, just sort of letting tension go in the shoulders, letting the shoulder blades drop down the back. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can keep them partially open. But unhinge your jaw, create some space between the top and bottom row of teeth, and place your tongue just behind the top row of teeth on the upper palate. And relax the muscles in the forehead. Relax the cheeks. Allow your chin to drop just very slightly so you can just feel a subtle elongation in the neck and the back of the head. And then very simply just notice your breathing. Feel the breath come into the body and feel the breath exit the body. And you can focus your attention on the breath right underneath the nostrils, or you can focus your attention down at the navel, feeling the belly rise and fall. Some days I find that the nasal area is better for me to pay attention. Sometimes it's the belly. So wherever you're paying attention, just try to anchor your awareness into that space and just notice the breathing in and notice the breathing out. Continue to relax the muscles in the face and letting the shoulders release and the hips sink into the seat. Just feeling the breath enter and exit your body. Breathing in a natural rhythm, so not forcing the breath to move in a particular way, but just watching it as it naturally wants to come in and go out, just witnessing the movement of your breathing. Now bring your awareness to all the sounds that are happening around you. Perhaps hearing cars drive by on the street. Perhaps you hear the wind blow against your home. Or maybe you hear a little buzzing of the air conditioner in your house. Wherever you are, just notice all the sounds. Notice how they're changing. Notice how sound arises, and notice how it passes away. And make little notes to yourself mentally every time you notice a change in the sounds of your environment. Just clearly and calmly breathing and noticing each time something changes with the sounds happening around you. And wherever you note change, you're noting impermanence. Reality that things change all the time. Just listening so deeply to what's happening around you and noting the changes, the impermanence every time it appears. As you begin settling more into your meditation, don't forget your equanimity. This relaxed and clear attentiveness to the sounds happening around you, watching them arise and pass away. Allowing your breath to just move through you in its own natural rhythm. Expanding your awareness to include the sounds and now also the sensations inside your body or on the surface of your body. An itch, a tingle, warmth or coolness, subtle vibration. Just become aware of the sensations of your body. And notice too how those arise and pass away. The impermanent nature of this moment right now. Experiencing it through the sounds and the sensations. Becoming a witness to it all. If you notice that you get caught up in thinking about the changes, conceptualizing, narrating, or getting caught up in fantasy or rumination, just so gently come back to your breath, feeling your body in the space of the room that you're seated, feeling your own presence. Through the awareness of sounds and sensations in the body. And noting each time something changes, impermanence. There it is. There it happened again. And again. And with a curious mind, just investigate the impermanent nature of this moment. How even your thoughts arise and pass away. And continuing to relax into your seat, but maintain your uprightness. Maintain your crystal clear awareness of this moment through the sounds that you hear, sensations that you feel, the thoughts that arise and pass. Cultivate a spaciousness that can take it all in, an expansiveness. Again, if you notice you become distracted or stuck on a certain thought stream, just gently, effortlessly come back to your breathing. Come back to your awareness of the sounds around you and the sensations within you. And just delicately breathe in this moment and let it go. And perhaps as you become more and more connected with the impermanent nature of what's happening, both within you and around you, perhaps you sense the preciousness of this life, the preciousness of each and every breath that we get, the preciousness of the bird song, the preciousness of an itch. And perhaps from this awareness of preciousness comes a sense of gratitude. And just be in that sensation, be in that awareness. Noticing the impermanent nature of reality, perhaps making friends with it, even just a little. As you continue cultivating this spaciousness, this openness to receive the moment as it is, see if you can find more and more effortlessness to the way you pay attention, to the way you breathe. Surrendering yourself fully to what's here and available to you right now. Letting the sounds, the sensations, the breath just wash through you, cleansing and clearing. more space, more opportunity for new things to grow. If you notice parts of your body are feeling more uncomfortable the longer you sit, see if before you move the body or address the uncomfortable sensations, investigate it with a curious mind. Notice how even those negative sensations, difficult ones, they too will pass away. So letting go of any resistance in the body or in the mind, and just for a few more moments, just taking in your environment fully without filters. And just breathing in appreciation for what's here and available to you right now. For you, what's precious about this life. Very slowly begin making movements in your toes, your fingers. And take a giant breath in and let it go. You can start to flutter your eyes open, taking in the sights. Carry on with the rest of your day, and maybe bring some of that awareness of preciousness, of equanimity into everything that you do. Thank you so much for joining me today for this meditation, and see you around.